Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again. Today, what do we have here? Well, the Russians are about 30 kilometers from the city of Kharkiv, or Kharkov. And they are about to attack this little town of Bethlehem in their offensive. Now, if they are about 30 kilometers, that's about 20 miles. North, a little bit east of Kharkov. Why do I say that? Kharkiv, Ukrainian, Kharkov, Russian. So I'm going to show you two maps, and I'm going to read an article coming from the Reuters. So I'm covered. All right, so let's see what do we have here. So here you have Reuters from today, May 16th, 2024. Russian forces are trying to take Ukrainian village 30 kilometers from Kharkiv, says RIA Novosti, I'm guessing. So Russian forces are preparing to try to take a village called Lyptsi, located about 30 kilometers, 19 miles, north of Kharkiv, Ukraine's second largest city, according to the Russian-installed official quoted by Russia RIA state news agency. So let's see where this little town of Bethlehem is. Start with the Russians. So here you have Kharkiv, and you have here, oops, the cat is around. And here you have Kharkov, and this is 30 kilometers. So Lyptsi is exactly here. Now this is not an updated map, but it's clearer than the other one. I will feature in a second. This is clear where Lyptsi is, Lyptsi, Kharkov, the border, and the front doesn't look like this. I will show you how it looks. I came prepared. So here's Lyptsi. It's another map. I'm gonna show you Kharkov is right at, where are you? The Russian troops are right north of Lyptsi, whereas the other one were a little bit further away. So take into consideration this map here. So Lyptsi is right here, and then Kharkiv is exactly here. Not a big distance between the two. And this is how the map looks, the offensive, the Russian offensive here versus the other map, which is from the 15th, because these guys did not updated theirs. A little bit different. So let's go back to the article. Russia last week opened a new front in Ukraine war, but by pushing swiftly over the border into Kharkiv region of northeastern Ukraine with small groups of highly mobile units, a move that has forced Ukraine to rush in troops from other areas. What the hell was that so hard for me? Huh? And Budanov, the chief of the military intelligence, Ukrainian intelligence agency, or however you want to call it, they said that the Russians are getting ready for Sumy offensive. So they want to also push through Sumy and attack the city of Sumy. Now, how far this is from Kiev? Right here is Kiev. And these guys are right here. Now we're going to find out the Russians had, according to the Ukrainians, 30,000 troops that invaded here Kharkov, but they have 20,000 more as a reserves behind here. So we'll see. And indeed, the Ukrainians brought troops from this front, from the Kupiansk-Liman front, from this area. They transported troops from here to defend here, to stop the Russians. Now the Russians claim, and the Ukrainians claimed, that the Russians advanced and had some territorial gains over there. But now Zelenskyy, who I think very well my friend Alex Christoforou pointed out yesterday, Zelenskyy is simply was told by Blinken to stay put, don't fly again abroad, as he always seems to be doing. Whenever the shit hits the fan in Ukraine, he is leaving somewhere. Remember that attack on the Kremlin with those two drones that one was shot over it and one hit something. Where was he then? He fled to the, what was it, Finland, to a Nordic states meeting group, unannounced, showed up over there. Hey guys, come over here. They can't shoot me here among you. And now it seems like Blinken showed up and said, stay here, you gotta deal with Kharkiv. Or who knows what's happening in Kiev. And not only in Kiev. If nothing happens in the military, these guys are just baboons. The military has the guns. The military can change everything today if they want. So that's why when you want to conduct a coup or you want to conduct a insurrection, military. Why? You're going to take care of everything. Even if you're losing politically, military will take care of everything, including the intelligence services. That could be destroyed by the military. So again, get the biggest guy. That's why the military. You got the military. You need to have, in this kind of, in order to have a grip on a society, you have to have the military, the intelligence community, the mass media. These are the ones, the entertainment, the mass media and entertainment industry. If they promote your garbage, if you have the intelligence and you also have the military, you fix everything. The economy will work the way you say, because you're going to send some people to talk with the guys in charge of the economy. So, it's like this is military, then you got the intelligence community, and then you get the mass media, and you get here the economy, the people in charge, the billionaires, the companies. Why? Send one of the first two to talk to them, and they will piss their pants. And they will do whatever you want. So let's go back here. Then Zelenskyy said, because that's why I turned here, Zelenskyy said that the front was stabilized over there. It's all stabilized. Yesterday it wasn't, now it is. So the Russians are preparing to attack this little Lyptsi, and they're very close to Kharkiv, which is, we'll see. So Zelenskyy postponed all his foreign trips as Ukraine's battlefield situation continued to deteriorate on Wednesday, and Kiev said fighting was raging in the northeastern border town of Vovchansk in Kharkiv. Vovchansk is a little bit east of it, is right here. So Lyptsi is here, and Vovchansk is here, or the other map, right here, Vovchansk, Lyptsi, whatever, Lyptsi, and you have Kharkiv down here. And I'm quoting, the most important city, which is now on the verge of complete liberation, is undoubtedly Volchansk, said Vitaly Ganchev, a Russian installed official in Ukraine, told Russian state television RIA reported. He said Russian troops were already on the approaches to the village of Lyptsi, one of the main road routes to Kharkiv. And I'm quoting, next is a settlement of Lyptsi. Our guys are already on the outskirts. Work is beginning to liberate it. Aviation and artillery are working constantly. They do not stop. The Ukrainian military said on Thursday that its defensive moves had forced Russian troops to reduce the tempo of the offensive in the north of the Kharkiv region. So I would like to know that tempo was changed from, let's say, 5th gear into the 4th gear, or let's say from the 9th gear to the 8th gear. Is that how it is? Depends what kind of car you have. Or from 150 miles per hour to 140 miles per hour. Is that the tempo? That is, instead of being like, it's like, anyway, expectations, the Russians will push forward towards Kharkiv, and they could probably try to again expand or thin out the Ukrainian defense forces, because the Ukrainians are depleted. That's the word, depleted. And by opening probably in Sumy another offensive, these guys will have to thin out again, and so on. I read an article, actually two earlier today, where the Ukrainians happily said that once those guys will be mobilized, the guys that, remember, they dropped from 27, I think, or 28 years of age, the mobilization, to 25. And remember, Lindsey Graham said, 18 should be the one. Because these guys, they tell the Ukrainians what to mobilize. So they said the conscription, the mobilization should be down to 18. So nevertheless, they said, at this point, we do it 25. So we don't have a revolution or an insurgency in our country. So now they said, if Ukraine will get all the guys between 28 or 27 and 25, they will get an extra 100,000 people. Remember, 100,000 people, but out of those, how many are already refugees in Germany, France, wherever they went? So they say potential, but in reality, you don't know. And you have to catch them first, because not all of them would like to participate, like in any society. For various reasons, some of us are cowards, some of us don't want to die for that particular guys, those particular guys, or for those particular interests together with the guys. Some people don't want to fight those guys, and many other reasons. You know, they have families, they don't want to do this garbage, they don't want to participate. You know, the first thing to tell the truth or something like that is not participate in a lie. So many people probably choose not to participate in a garbage war. So here it is, my friends, the Russians will continue, will get towards Kharkiv, and the Ukrainians need troops. That's what they need. The Americans can bring whatever Patriot and garbage they can bring over there. If those are not operated, and I suspect very much they're operated by the Americans and NATO countries, crews, the Patriot, the HIMARS, the tanks, and probably the F-16s, if they don't bring these guys quickly, including forces, undercover, or as volunteers, remember, these guys will bring their military. That's how I suspect. History will tell. But I have a big gut feeling that it is the way it works. The regular military, let's say, is brought to Poland. In Poland, they take off their clothes and they put their new volunteer costumes, of clown costumes, and then they put volunteer here, take a picture as a volunteer, put it right here when the Russians are going to kill them or capture them. They say, see, picture, proof I'm a volunteer. They will unsubscribe to their military, whatever country they come from. They will write down and sign up to the volunteer, and they will be volunteers right there. But they are the same units, with the same guys in charge, the same. It just changes clothes, pictures, and name. But in action, they do the same thing. I suspect this is already happening over there. When you hear that tons of volunteers go to Ukraine, I suspect this is a big suspicion that this is occurring. And little by little, they will try to get, no-fly zone over Ukraine. And they try to do that. We'll see if the Russians will hit those air defense systems, shooting their missiles from, Romania or Poland, if they're going to attack those in NATO countries. And then the shit will hit the fan, and we'll find out how nuclear weapons probably work. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.